Hello, slightly different video today. We're looking about the problem of RSI, or repetitive strain injury, and how we might be able to reduce it. My friend Jennifer Yankopoulos runs the EFA course Macros A to Z, and in that she stresses that macros can reduce RSI, and that's certainly my idea as well. However, let's look at the sort of principle behind this. Which is to reduce the amount of muscle use, and there are ways you can do that, sort of like physical ways you can do that. You can use wrist rests to keep your muscles relaxed. So my right hand is sitting on a wrist rest while my hand is over the mouse, and when I'm doing a lot of keyboard work, I also have a wrist rest on my left hand to just support the wrist over the desk as I'm pressing the keyboard. And some people like different types of mouses or mice or whatever you call them, because they reduce the amount of force needed to make the various mouse movements. But I'm interested in a different approach. I mean, complementary to these sort of mechanical things. You can basically use the mouse less, and therefore my idea is that you should use the keyboard rather than the mouse for various of the functions that you have to do day by day, and also in fact to reduce the amount of keyboard usage. So macros can do several steps for you, so you kind of click approximately where you want to do things, and the macro can take care of the careful selection of the area of text that's going to be applied. So definitely, as far as reducing RSI is concerned, then macros are your friends. But first, let's just sort of think about what is bad use of the mouse and pointer. So the point is that you tense the muscles too much. That's what causes RSI. Constantly clenching the muscles and holding them. So the question is, how hard are you clenching your muscles, and how long are you tensing them for? So let's take an example, so we can think this out, think what we're doing. So suppose we want to select an area of text. So you go to the top. So I'm selecting this bit here. So I press down for the mouse on the select button, and I start to drag. So my hands are tensed around the mouse with my finger pressing down on the select button, and because I'm pressing down on the select button, I've got to hold the mouse more strongly as I drag it down to where I want to, which is at the end of the word text. And I didn't get the T. Okay, well, let's do it again, and so that this time, and as you get towards where you want to get to, you do it carefully, and as I'm doing it carefully, I'm really holding the mouse strongly in order to release it just at the right point. So let's watch that. Let's sort of go through what that step is. So you start from the beginning, you press and hold the select button, and then you have to grip the mouse harder in order to hold down the select button. As you get towards the end, you grip harder and harder. As you go slow, well, not harder and harder, but you do grip more tightly in order to accurately place the pointer. And you let go, and expletive deleted, you've got one character too many. So you do it again. Okay, let's look at a sort of relaxed version. So I want to select this list up to, but not including the exclamation mark at the end. So I click in front of number 1, I go down to where I want it, place the mouse pointer, the caret, over the point where I want it, hold the shift key down and click. And if I did decide I wanted the exclamation mark as well, I hold the shift key down again and click after the exclamation mark. So I can change the selection by holding the shift key down and pressing it. Oh no, in fact it was that line I wanted. So that's my relaxed version, a relaxed way of doing it. Move the point to the beginning and just click once at the beginning. Nice relaxed hand. Go down to the end, hold the shift key down and click at the end of the bit, and then no problem if you've got too few or too many. So you can press Shift again and get to the right place. But as I was saying, my main specialism obviously is the macros themselves, not about sort of general keyboarding on a Word file. We're going to minimize use of the mouse and also of the keyboard. So let's give a specific example, and that's suppose we want to check a word by using Google. So what do? We double click the word, we press Ctrl C to copy, we open a browser window, we click in the find box, we click Ctrl V to paste, and we click enter to send it off to Google. So the alternative macro version is to use the Google Fetch macro. So we click somewhere, anywhere in the word, and then we click the whatever keystroke we've got set for Google Fetch. So if I want to look up the word, click in the word, and do Alt G, and boom, there you go. So just next to no mouse and pointer movement, and I've got rid of all those various steps there. So a couple of other examples. Numbers to text or text to numbers. So if those should have been words and not numbers, I can use the number to text. So one click, another click, another click, another click, just as quickly as that. So it's not just the speed, it's also the fact that I'm not trying to select the number very carefully, and then retype the number 8 instead, or whatever it is. Next one we've got is number increment or decrement. So same one again. Suppose we want to increment that one, so it's gone from 8 to 9, and then the next one, suppose we want to decrement that. So you just press increment or decrement. You need it twice, or so just very quickly you can, with a limited number of keystrokes, you can, instead of sort of selecting it and typing 7 instead, you just press the button. And finally, final example is where we've got a sentence end or a break. So if we want this break here to be an actual sentence, we click in somewhere in the word before it and run either the full point or period, which not only changes it deletes the comma, types in the full stop, goes to the next letter, and changes it to a capital letter. So going back the other way, comma, and that's back the other way. So it reduces the amount of keystrokes that you make. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.